So I'm sure you're all missing my handsome face, so there's my... Ah, it's not working.
Not your face.
Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, well, we'll leave
You've
that off
turned
for
into
now.
an AI.
Had some problems with my PC and I thought I'd fix them all, but I didn't check the last button. Uh,
Oh,
but we'll work that out later. It's not that important. Okay, so check I've clicked all the right buttons.
Oh, those characters are complicated.
Yeah, yeah. So welcome back, everybody. Nice to be with you again after my extended break, but this is very nice to be in New Zealand for a few weeks. Hadn't been there for a long time, thanks to good old COVID. But happy to be back DMing again. Imagine you all completely forgot what's happening as we're only 2 sessions in. So let me do a bit of a recap. So I'll switch you over to the Johas map. Where's it gone?
uh-oh.
Ah! I've lost the whole
As I
continent.
recall it, everyone was dying in a tower.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm dead. I'm sitting here trying to figure out why I don't have any health.
Ah, here we go. Uh, so. Oh, yes. So you started your adventure up here in the city of Urzin. If you remember, Urzin was a city based on the back of some giant horizon-back turtles. And you had managed to come here from various bits and pieces. And you were all, because you were new in the city of Urzin and didn't really know, you were approached by a goblin who introduced you to the leader of Urzin, someone called King Buffel II, and a half-orc, and he was running the city. But he had a problem because his trusted advisor had gone missing, a goblin called Balbara. And she had gone into the Broken Vale Swamp, which she does before, to commune with her patron to get prophecies and bits and pieces that will help Lord Buffel II rule Urzin. But she didn't come back. And because of the sensitive nature of it, it was felt that outsiders like yourself would be the best to go into the swamp and try and find her. At the moment, it's very hush-hush, because he felt that his tenuous control over Urzin might be compromised if his advisor left. Because he's getting very heavily pressured by the dynasty to fully pledge the allegiance of Urzin to the dynasty, but he doesn't want to do that. Hence the secrecy of the mission. So, he sent you off into the Broken Vale Marsh, along with a hobgoblin, kind of scout companion, poke you in the right direction, someone called Mogrid. And you stumbled your way through the swamp, and eventually made it to this tower, which you thought would be a good place for a long rest, because it's very... Like, the swamp here, considered difficult terrain, because sometimes it's like 5 feet deep. Not so much a problem with the gigantic centaur friend Sassane, but still, not the pleasant thing. So you went into the tower, where you met some giant spiders. And unfortunately, the giant spiders did a bit of a number on you. Which is where we start the adventure now. And I'm just...
Actually, they didn't even touch me.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the clarification.
Just to remind you, you went all of last campaign without being touched, and then what happened at the end? Basically.
Too early.
He's a pile of dust.
And imagine you're seeing absolutely nothing, Sam. Is that right? Black screen for you?
You're muted if you don't know that.
I am muted and looking at a black screen.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll tell you what. For now, I'll just give you vision through one of the NPCs so you can see what's happening. Okay, so there's an NPC that I mentioned called Mulgrid. You should be able to see through his eyes now. So here we go. That guy there. So okay. So the spiders had been defeated. One of them tried to scuttle away, if you remember. Sassanay, I'm not going to ask what you're going to do. Fog, I'm not going to ask what you do. Or March. Ray, Ranfarin, what would you like to do as your companions are on the floor?
They're out, huh? Okay, I guess. Oh, Ray will have to change shapes and action though. Baron, what are you gonna do? Let's try to figure out what I'm doing.
I'm gonna try to start stabilizing people, starting with the known Healy person, Fog.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, how are you going to stabilize them or heal them? 'Cause if you stabilize them, they'll be on 0 hit points.
Yeah, I can't heal.
Okay. Says
Warlock
Ranfarin.
thing,
Rushes over to Fog. You can make me a medicine check if you like to try and stabilize him. DC 10. First roll of our reinitiated campaign, so no pressure. This is going to set the tone for the entire rest of the... Ah! Yeah, you push some of the holes inside of Fog and blood spurts out the other thing. You're doing a terrible job. It turned into a game of whack-a-mole and you're performing poorly at it. Ray, what do you do?
I mean, we'll change into a human shape and then try to stabilize Sansonet.
Okay.
So never check.
Medicine check, DC 10.
Oh my gosh, it's wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Oh, cool.
Only DC 10?
Negative 1.
And, oh my goodness. So what do you rolled a 3? Yeah, you're doing a terrible job of Sassanay. Yeah, you kind of break one of her ribs in an attempt to do CPR. So we'll switch back to you, Ranfarin.
So I don't know if like Sam wants to just leave the campaign now. Or what?
Well, you did say, Sean. What did you say? You will suffer the consequences for me rolling a natural 1. Here are the consequences.
I literally can't do anything except just try again.
Okay, well you got a +1, which is legendary in this campaign.
Better than Ray's, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe you should try it on Samson so you can fix my damage.
Undo the
fixing
broken
that.
rib. Okay, so finally your game of whack-a-mole concludes, Ranfarin, and Fog is stabilized, but he is not conscious, but he is not dying. The blood flow from the spiders has stopped.
well, that's good.
Which back to Ray.
Breaks a rib and
Oh,
stops
actually.
and looks like and
And-
changes back to a fox.
That's it. And Margaret says, "You fucking idiot, get out of the way!" And he stomps over right next to Sassanay, and he's going to try to do the medicine check himself with a flat +0. Oh shit!
Crack again.
Another cracked rib. Shit! he curses. We'll switch back to Ray. We're going in an approximate initiative order here. Ray, what do you got? What do you got?
So Ray's like stepping away, backing up away. Broke a rib, not going to stupid.
You're just backing away and not knowing what to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try on Sanson, eh? Oh boy. Oh,
Oh, thank goodness.
More good. Yep. So, yeah. So you feel the breath coming back to Sansone. She's obviously very injured, but she's not dying. Morgrid comes over, kind of slaps Ray and says, "Get your goddamn head in the game. Cowering never helped anything." And he storms over to March, and he's going to try a medicine check on March. Oops. And yes, as we know, Wizard is a wisdom check. Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Those are better rolls. Oh, thank the gods for that. Well, we're in Farron. Ray, what do we do now? I mean, we came here for a rest.
Well, I think now's the best time to take that rest.
I can't help but point out the obvious, but do we need to check upstairs first? If you remember from the last session, says Malcolm, the spiders were coming down from above, so presumably something. Check out up there,
Yeah,
of course.
I would suggest a block room. 'Cause if there's something upstairs, we can't. I mean, I can't do anything. So she says in y'all's head.
I can poke my head up there,
Do
see if
what?
I see anything.
Okay, you poke.
It's better not to know.
Okay, remember, it's a trapdoor. So tell you what, make me a sleight of hand check around Farron just to see how subtly you raise it. Ooh, very good. So, up the top, you see more spider webs up there. Actually, make a perception check. You open the trapdoor very quietly. Make a perception check. So you creak the trapdoor open and look. There's some spider webs up here, and you notice some spiders, but they're just little teeny tiny spiders. You're not nearly as worried about them as well. You noticed a chest there, and you noticed two bodies there, both wrapped in spider silk. That's what you noticed.
Okay. Cool. I will poke my head back down and tell people about that when they're not dying.
Okay.
Is there any way to like lock this or bar it off with something? The trapdoor?
What, you tell me? How would you lock a trapdoor?
Like, does it have like a little, like, you know how some of them have that circle handle? Does it have that hanging down, or is it just kind of push up?
There was a locking mechanism here when you could put a piece of wood across it to close it so people couldn't come from the top of the tower. But that whole mechanism is pretty much rotted away.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I will do nothing.
Okay.
I'll just go back down and say we should just take turns doing a watch to keep our eye on the trapdoor.
Morgan says, alright, you guys all look like shit. I'll take first watch. How does that sound? You guys rest up, and we'll go from there. Morgan kind of plants himself on the side, sits down, and waits for you all to go to sleep.
Cool. And we'll go to sleep till woken up.
Same with you, Ray?
Yep.
Okay. So, seemingly just as you've gone to sleep, you feel a kick in your ribs. And Morgan says, alright, time to get up, Ray. Your turn to watch.
Okay. Right. It's up.
And listen, look,
I'll try.
look, you and I need to have a little bit of a talk, sunshine. When your enemies, when your friends are down, something is better than doing nothing. Don't know what you were doing cowering there when our allies were literally dying. You need to get your head in the game.
Actually, there are things worse than doing nothing. I'm just saying. Sometimes the best move is not to make things worse. Ever heard this phrase? I heard it once called "do no harm."
Well, look. Your friend was literally dying. Doing nothing would have led to her literal death. So in this case, doing something is better than nothing. Right, so all I'm asking is just get your head in the game, right? Got a mission to do, dead allies are useless allies. So just get your head in the game, okay, sunshine?
Sure, my head's always in a game, not always the right game.
Oh, I never know what to make of you, but just make good decisions in the future, right? Doing nothing in this case was a disaster.
Absolutely, I will try.
All right.
But
Margaret
decisions are
having...
not my forte.
Oh, but look, you need... Look, you need to make some decisions, right? What are we gonna do when we get to saving Margaret? If she's in that tent, the Ford headquarters from the Empire, we need to make decisions. And one day soon, this decision might be on your head. Might be for the life of Bobar, might be my life, might be Rand Fearon's life. Get your head in the game, that's all I'm asking.
Absolutely.
Alright. Without saying much, he goes find a quiet corner and get some rest. You do anything on your watch, Ray, or just gonna...
Ray plays chess in his head.
Yep. Make a perception check too for me, if you'd be so kind,
Yep.
which I think is also wisdom based.
Yep, that was what I was getting at earlier. But I have proficiency in this, so it's only -2.
8. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. You hear the swamp outside with the frogs croaking, and you peer out every now and then, and there's some it's like rats and mice and small lizards. Nothing much to concern you, and you don't hear anything from above either. So your watch goes without incident.
Ray will, when our watch is over, go over and where's Farron? It's not Farron and shout at him, "Wake up!" as loud as he can in his head. It's all telepathic.
He startles awake, like, what the hell just happened?
Your turn.
Holding his ears.
Your turn.
Okay. He will go plunk his ass on the stairs, watching this trapdoor.
Okay, can everybody who is out please roll me a d4?
D4. Who's out? As it, oh shit.
Unconscious. Ones are actually good. You want to roll low.
Oh, good, nice. You can take the one that roll low. I'm your guy.
Since you're all rolling d4 so well, I'm going to say March, even though he's not with us yet. We'll have him rolling a d1 as well. So what will happen functionally is during the night, you do come to consciousness, feeling battered and bruised, and all you really feel you need to do is take a good, long nap. So you raise to consciousness, think, oh shit, you see Rand Fearon keeping watch, and you feel safe. You're awake, feel free to go back to sleep though. So what do you do, Sansone, once your consciousness returns to you?
I don't remember them hitting me in my ribs. Why do they hurt so much? I'm gonna lay down for a little bit.
It happened.
Yeah, and she'll just lay down.
Okay, what about Fog?
Fog will take out his dice and give him a roll. What? I can't believe we're all still alive. And if nobody has anything, I'll just go back to sleep.
Ryan Farron is like zoned in on this hatch.
As long as Fog sees someone alive, he'll just go, yeah, he's hurt.
Cool.
He'll like give you the thumbs up while not breaking eye contact with the trapdoor.
Speaking of trapdoor, make me a perception deck to take Rand Farron. Yep, the trapdoor remains closed. You notice little spiders coming in and out, but nothing concerning. And the rest of your watch goes without incidents. And everybody may take that beautiful long rest. Get those hit points back, get those spell slots back. You're all well healed.
Yay.
Alright, it's good to see everybody a bit more healthy. Nice to have you back, Ray, Fog, March. What's our plan from here?
There was a chest upstairs I would like to take a look at. I didn't see any spiders when I poked my head up there earlier.
I did you ignore me on purpose? Are you not glad to see me?
Is that at me?
Anybody? Well, you said glad to see you, Reg Fog March, right? Was I not unconscious this entire time? I don't know.
Uh, I think that might have been my mistake. Sorry, miss. Yep, nice to have you back, Satsune. I was a bit worried. At least one of you was going to die there, but, yeah, good to see you.
Right? You know, of course, it's very easy to mistake me for somebody else here.
Well, a purple-headed
That's all right,
centaur. I'll stop making excuses.
It's okay, I'm just razzing you.
All right.
Okay, upstairs, yeah. I'll stand in the hallway and not get in the way while you all try to get up the stairs.
Morgan scrambles up the trapdoor. Who else is heading up?
Can I even
Ren
fit?
I mean, isn't your climb speed like abysmal?
Yeah, for every 5 feet, I move 1. It's pretty bad. Are we going up a ladder?
Stairs lead to a trapdoor in the ceiling here.
Okay. Well then that should be fine so long as it's stairs and not a ladder. I'll
We
go
will-
up as well then.
We all have our weaknesses. Sansone, ladders.
Yeah,
Ray,
lack of
anything?
actual legs.
Anything wisdom whatsoever.
Okay, so rather hesitantly and awkwardly, you manage to pop up onto the ceiling. March is just going to relax at the bottom there until we get our Wi-Fi adult friend with us. Fog? Ray?
Ray is jumping. Well, once Sam stands up, she'll jump on her back, or Ray will.
Okay. Fog?
Yeah, he'll follow. Just quietly in the back.
Okay. So, let's move up the top there, Fog. So, as I said, there's a bunch of spider webs here. They're easy enough to clear away just with a sword or a torch. But the interesting things you notice up here are there 2 bodies. Both of them wrapped in spider silk. And there's a chest as well.
Can I inspect the chest?
Sure.
You're just gonna ignore the bodies?
Yep.
Make your
You're not
perception
going
check.
anywhere.
Make another perception check for me. You get down and have a close look at it, looking for traps and any types of mechanisms. You don't notice you don't, in your opinion, it is not trapped, but it is locked.
Is anyone good at breaking into locks?
Ray can do an investigation to understand it better, so you can figure out how to do it. Does that work? Can I study the lock?
Sure. Yeah, make an investigation check, we'll call that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at.
Oh, yep, you confirm what Rand Farron thinks. It's locked, but it is not trapped.
Can I figure out the lock at all? Can I figure out how it works?
You can, but to open it in a subtle way, you'd need some type of thieves' tools. And
Yeah.
at this point, March comes up. Because March is actually a rogue, if you remember.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Make sure. Yeah, this is. Step aside, step aside. Let me unpick this lock. And we'll do a dex check.
Unpick it.
And he gets this another +2 on top of that, so it's a 22. So rather deftly, March gets in on the lock and pops it open. Or unlocks it anyway.
Let's take a gander, March. Even though you're not actually here.
Okay. So there's inside is a large collection of books and scrolls, thoroughly destroyed by all the swampy water, so they're rotten, and as you kind of pick them up, Ranfern, they more or less just dissolve in your fingers, just fall through. But rather oddly, right at the bottom of the chest, you see something interesting. You see. Actually, we'll do it this way. You see some. You see this. I'll put it in roll 20 there. Now, it strikes you as unusual, as this is kind of made from bone, wood, leather. And you just look at it without actually handling it, and it looks remarkably undamaged.
Interesting. I'm gonna touch it.
Okay, you pick it up, and
Yeah.
nothing unusual happens.
And it looks like a flute.
Yeah, looks like the picture there. It's flute. It's obviously a musical instrument of some sort. You see the finger holes along the side, and there's almost a reed at the front from which you could play this flute type object.
So happens that I am proficient with flutes. What would Ranfarin do? He would. I'm gonna blow into the flute.
Okay.
Don't know what it does, but I'm gonna blow into it.
Yeah. That makes Ray's nodding with you. Go do it. Blow into it.
Can everybody except Ranfarin please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh.
He's a curious little bunny rabbit.
Uh,
I like that nat 18.
okay. Oh, I'll just do one for Margaret as well. Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Let me just check the description. Okay. As Ranfarin starts playing this tune, it's an odd tune. It's almost discordant in some places. And while you're proficient in this, you feel the pipes are kind of half you playing it and half the pipes playing it. Sansonay, this is the most horrible thing you've ever heard. And you're looking at Ranfarin in a different way, and you are frightened of Ranfarin. As March, he says, "What the fuck, dude?" And he immediately runs away from you and clambers away to the corner. Stop playing that! That's horrible. Just Sassanay and March. So Sassanay, you're frightened of Ranfarin. What do you do?
Sounds like you're playing it worse than usual, Ranfarin. Please stop, I swear. I'm going to just leave a little bit, and I'm going to try to slowly back up down the stairs.
Okay, cool.
Do we know if did we like feel something if we passed it, or we just did we sense something, or are they just freaking out now? Do we know we passed?
Yeah, you sense this tune kind of going right into the core part of your brain, and you're feeling frightened for a second, but yeah, fog is made from sterner stuff, so you manage to resist the magical effect.
This is an amazing object you found, Ranfarin. You
Pretty
should thank
cool.
the All-Father for such a gift.
Pretty cool, man.
Sure, I will thank your father for this gift.
The All-Father.
Yes, the All Father.
Morgred was also frightened, by the way, and he says, "Turn off that! Stop playing that goddamn tune!"
Ranfarin's like offended. He's like, I wasn't playing it that bad, was I?
No, it's something
Right.
magical. Just turn the thing off. Stop.
No.
Ray says only his head. Don't stop.
He'll see everyone cowering away from him, and he'll stop playing it and just look at it and put it in his bag and just shrug.
Okay. During that time, you played it. You did actually realize that the ability that it has. So I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the description of the pipes of haunting. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Wondrous.
Okay, so I just wasted one of T's. Cool.
Comes back at dawn.
But now I know.
Actually, roll roll that oddly sided D3 dice for us, Ranfarin, and we'll see how many charges you have left. So 2 more charges.
Pipes of haunting. Add to backpack. Cool. And it doesn't require. Okay,
No achievement.
even better.
Now, you all recall, this is me reminding you what happened last session, you'll recall that, like, when... When you were poisoned by the spiders, you do actually recall that you weren't actually dying. You were poisoned and you were unconscious. I'm not sure if we needed to do those medicine checks in hindsight, but you remember. So you got broken ribs for nothing, Sansone.
Great.
It kind of makes
Appreciate it.
sense from a point of view anyway. Your companions are down and you want to bring them back. So we'll go with that. But you remember that when you were poisoned, you were very much conscious and still alive. And you have this horrible thought that the spiders wanted you alive so they could feast on you slowly over the coming days.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Are we finally gonna check out the bodies now that you've done playing with the pipes and touching
Yes.
weird stuff with your mouth that's been sitting in a box for forever? Okay, cool. I'll go over and nudge one of the bodies with a hoof, see if it wiggles or moves or anything.
Explodes into a bunch of baby spiders.
Or if I can get my foot stuck to a corpse. That's another possibility.
You go over to the first corpse and you give it a nudge with your feet. There's no reaction of it. You're unable to tell what it is because it's literally cocooned in this spider web.
Right. Yeah, we could. I forgot the not moving part. I'll kind of lay down so that I can actually reach the corpse. And I'll try like just slowly unwrapping it like it's a present.
Okay. Using your hands, it's quite awkward, like very sticky. You're not making much progress, and you think maybe you've used a knife, it might go a bit better.
Okay, well, does it, I've got some hand axes,
Well,
or a sword, but I don't think
Ray
the
will
sword would be a
change
good idea.
into a human form and hand you a small knife.
Oh, that works. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so with this smallest knife, you're being delicate enough to not, cut the creature. And what comes out of it is someone dressed in the I always forget the word, the livery. Is that right? The cloak.
Yeah,
Is that
that
the right
works.
word? Yeah,
It
he's
works.
dressed. He's dressed in the livery of the Kryn Empire with, a dodecahedron thing, a symbol on there. And unfortunately, this drow happens to be a drow, is very obviously dead. Doesn't react, and as the body started rotting a little bit, very obvious dead. What you notice is he's carrying a long sword. He's wearing a silver ring on his finger, and he's wearing very, very fine armor. That looks like this.
Is that
A mithril.
pretty nice? That just looks like the top bit. I can actually wear that.
You could. You could. That's true.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any pants that we're finding here. That's for sure. Uh, I kind of feel bad though, because he's pretty much dead. I mean, I guess I'll unwrap the other one first. See if that one's
He doesn't
alive
need it.
first.
He doesn't need it anymore.
Okay.
No.
Obviously didn't help him.
So you
No,
Also true.
unwrap the other one, and the body inside here is very much alive, though not conscious, and
Kills it.
kind of looks like this. Sam, why don't you explain what your unconscious body looks like?
Yeah, so I'm a ranger, a human ranger, so far from where I should be in these parts. Wearing leather armor, a long bow on my back. My helmet is built of a large beast I slayed. Two long swords or two short swords by my side. Intricate detailing on some of my other parts, and animal skins. I'm in my backpack. There's a flute next to me as well. And I guess I'm covered in spider goo.
Yep, and currently unconscious.
All right, you want swords?
From this one's still breathing. That's like something wrong, right? I'm pretty sure.
That might
Oh,
be wrong.
sorry.
I'm
sorry.
I'm pretty sure you're allowed to steal off of people who are dead, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the rules.
I never understood the rules. I rely on you for that.
Oh. Okay, well I said it's the rules, so that's the rules.
That works. Okay.
Okay, well this one is still unconscious, so I'm going to take this time now to take off of the other body, not this one. The armor.
Okay.
It's just
So
like a fancy chest piece.
yeah, it's extremely light, unusually light, and you give it a few whacks with your weapons, and it stands up surprisingly well. And just in case it wasn't obvious, Alvin chain.
Oh.
That's pretty
on.
neat.
Yeah. What is the I called this one. This one is mine. I hold it up. Nobody
What's the
can
other
reach it
thing?
now that I've held it up too, so bonus point.
So
Look,
Karn, do
I-
you want the mithril?
What?
Did you want the mithril then? If she has the elven chain.
Was there a
There's
mithril?
there's
Where was
mithril?
that?
I'm sorry, I thought there was. I'm sorry, that was
No, no.
that was earlier.
Someone
No,
said
this
mithril
is,
chain, it's just Alvin chain. Almost the
Oh,
same.
gotcha. Okay, I misunderstood. Okay.
Morgred pipes up and says, "Look, I'm glad you got a fancy bit of armor. Look, this guy's obviously from the Dwendalian Empire. Let me just chuck him over and be done with it."
Like the still living one?
Yeah, he's obviously
What
from the
doesn't
Dwendalian
look like he-
Empire. Spy, no doubt.
The All-Father has spared him for a reason, and you shall not touch him.
Kinda looks like he's just been living in the forest, if I'm being honest. Look at him. What part of that says Dwendalian Empire to you?
Oh, he's
I guess the
an
human
effing
bit, maybe.
human, yeah. I mean, look, the facts are, look, we know we're in the swamp. We know there's a Dwendalian outpost out here. We know, almost certainly, Bolbara is there. No doubt this is a Dwendalian spy from the fortress. Just chuck the son of a bitch over.
Well, I'm pretty sure they usually wear armor. And this, well, I mean, like he's wearing like armor, but I don't think they usually wear so much fur, or like whatever this creature is that's on his head.
Well, look, I never understand the fashion sense of humans, so don't get me started. But,
I
Fog,
think it looks pretty good.
look. Here's what we'll do. I hear what you're saying, Fog. Maybe your god has spared him. But can we make an agreement? If he's from the Dwendalian Empire, we throw him over. Fair
We
enough.
shall listen- We shall listen to what he says when he awakens. But I believe he has been put here for a reason.
I'm pretty
Right.
sure the spiders put him here to eat him.
Well, he's an idiotic Dwendalian
As
soldier
they
then.
did us.
Oh, that's true. They did try to do that.
Well, look, I tell you what. I'm gonna tie this guy up. We question him. If we sense any type of agent against the dynasty, then over he goes. Can't ask for more fear than that.
I'm afraid that is not going to be acceptable.
Well, let's just hope, Fog, between me and you then, that there's going to be no problem. And he starts proceeding to tie up this mysterious figure on the ground. Survival is... What stat is it? Wisdom?
Yeah, I think so.
Everything is wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he ties him up, does a fairly good job, ties his arms, his hands together, his feet together, and then a rope between them. He does it quite tight. Like, alright, who's gonna wake him up then?
I will wake him as soon as you step away from him.
Steps away.
And then yeah, I'll go over and if he needs healing, I can heal. If it's just a check, I can try and check.
Oh, he definitely needs healing.
All right. I will kneel down, say a prayer to the All Father, thanking him for this gift of companionship and cast.
Okay. So, Buck/Sam, you come to consciousness. You're free of the spider webs. The last thing you remember is your consciousness leaving you as the spiders start wrapping their webbing around you. The webbing's gone, and you try to get up, but your feet and your hands are bound. But you do feel this healing energy from this creature above you.
Okay, I'm struggling and I'm silent, looking around, getting my bearings.
Yeah, you'd see a hobgoblin smiling at you pretty close after praying over you. He's covered in like dirt and moss, but also wearing chainmail. but it's all mixed up together.
You
Don't
see
struggle. You're fine.
So I stop struggling. I say, Who are you people?"
Look,
Uh,
you're no quiet. Look, we're the one asking the questions here, mate. What's your name? What the hell are you doing here?
Don't answer until he
Well,
backs up from you.
You're giving him such weird, different messages. Okay, one question at a time. How about that? Hello, how are you doing today?
No, we agreed that he would not be near
Yeah, yeah.
this
It's,
man. I don't trust that he will not come to harm. Back
what's what?
away.
Make an
Don't
intimidation
remember
check,
this house.
Fog.
Oh yeah, I'm good at those.
No, he is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not gonna happen, friend. Look, you guys are far too trusting. Let's start with your name. What's your name?
yeah. Well, thank you for saving me. You can call me Buck.
Buck. So tell me, what's an agent of the Dwendalian Empire doing this far into the swamp?
Dwendalian Empire. What are you talking about? Not
I
with the
just
Dwendalian Empire.
do you know, Sam, what he's talking about, or are you just playing that Buck doesn't? I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry. I'm role playing.
Oh, okay, cool. So Sam knows, but Buck doesn't. Look, you mean to
That's
tell?
his response. I'm not telling you anything.
Look, he's being shifty with his answers. He's not answering. Look, mate, your life is literally in our hands. I suspect you start speaking honestly.
He did answer the questions. Did he not?
I said I'm not part of the Dwendalian Empire.
Make
And
a
his
deception.
life-
Make a deception or persuasion check, Mr. Buck.
Oh God. So there we go.
God, look. There's a human
I s-
with shifty answers. I
swear.
don't trust this one. Well, let's start
shall
with
not
a.
harm the gift
Yeah.
of an all.
I haven't harmed him. I haven't laid a goddamn finger on him.
I
You-
see
you
where
did-
this is going.
You did tie him up, though.
Why wouldn't you tie him up? We don't know him. You guys are all frighteningly
we hardly
naive.
know you.
Oh,
You know,
I've fought by
Just
your
picked us
side.
up off the streets.
Well, I've known each other for at least a day. That's one more day than this. Look, I fought by your side. I've defeated monsters. Hell, I even bought March. I saved March's life, so that at least gives me a little bit of cred.
well, that's true.
And we saved this guy's life, so now he owes us.
Yes.
Look, my friends, thank you for saving my life. I owe you. I'm the best ranger in these parts, and I see you're lost well and covered also in spider gunk. Half of you. Really, you could use a guide. Let me join your party.
Ah, slow down there, friend. You didn't answer my other question. What the hell are you doing here in the first place?
It's a ranger. He just said that. And also, we're friends now, so we can untie him, right?
Like
Yeah.
an
He said
answer.
it. He said it. Pretty sure we're friends. That's how that works.
I'd like an answer to my question. What are you doing in the swamp?
I'm in search of something, as I suspect you are as well. But I can't
Right.
tell you what I'm here. I can't tell you what I'm doing here right now.
Sus. That's what my hobgoblin kids say to me all the time. Sus. That is a sus answer.
He does not need to tell us his business, just like we do not need to tell him ours.
Okay. No, we can do this by like a process of elimination. Are you here to take over the land?
I'm a lone ranger. How would I take over the land?
Okay, so I don't think he's with the Dwendalian Empire then.
Do I look like the Dwendalian to you?
I
I
don't
don't know.
Yes, you
I've never
do.
seen
No
one.
idea.
No, I have no
Like-
clue.
under the animal bits, maybe, I'm not sure, but I don't know. I like your headpiece. What is that? What creature?
I hope it's a horse.
No, please.
This is a beast I hunted, and this is not fur I'm wearing. This is fine leather armor. I would have you know,
I mean, it was probably at one point fur.
it was at one point fur. I'm a ranger on search of beast
Something?
and something. And I'll tell
Beast.
and I don't tell people my full story when I meet them. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, I could tell you all of mine if you want to hear, but okay. So you are here searching for beasts.
Look, I just woke up from many months. I'm starving. Do you guys have any food?
What do you consider food?
I guess not horse meat. Any human.
I don't have any human on me.
I
Sorry.
don't know if I have any normal food on me. Actually, I think we're pretty broke.
If we
do-
can find our way to the water, the All-Father will provide us with a meal.
Right. I do actually have some rations. Do you want
Wait,
some
so
trail mix? I've got some trail mix for you.
I'll take
There's
that.
a dead spider over there.
Yeah, there's also dead spider if you prefer that. I don't know. I feel like that would have been rude to the drow, but he's very much dead. Also, there's a drow over there. If that's also, I hope that's not what you like, but
I have some food in my person actually. Thank you though.
what?
Look,
I mean,
I'm a ranger on a mission. I need to proceed. If you don't mind, I'll be on my way. Doesn't seem
okay,
like
but
you.
but what happened to the whole "let me join your party"? But
Well, I asked and you seem to say
I mean,
no,
sure,
so I'll be on
I
my
didn't
way then.
wouldn't say no. You could
No,
join.
just
We're
grumpy
friends now.
pants
That's how
over
that
there
works.
said no.
Yeah, that's like 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of us are there? Yeah, there's 5.
Look, I can tell I'm very much in the
No, there's 6.
minority here. Look,
Oh, very much so.
Look,
Yeah.
I have a mission in these parts, and clearly I'm of no match for the spiders of these parts. I need a crew.
Oh,
You'll take
don't
me.
worry.
I can see you do as well.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'll
We
join you
totally
for the
got our
fortnight
ass whooped
tour
by the
article.
spiders too.
Margaret wanders over, gets right into Fogg's face, and says, "Look, hobgoblin to hobgoblin, I can read the signs as well as anybody. I know this human is going to join us. And let me just say, if he betrays us, if he proves to be a liability, this is going to be on your head. Understood?"
I am at ease with my decisions if you are at ease with yours.
Ease isn't quite the right word. Begrudgingly accepting is more my style. Untie him if you want. I'm not gonna. But let's just say I strongly disagree with his decision. Picking up humans in this swamp never leads to any good. He goes away and be grumpy in a corner.
We're in a round room.
Uh,
And I stand up. I assume towering over this hobgoblin's frame, my 6-foot frame.
You're still tied up? Oh, nope.
I thought you untied me.
Did somebody untie him?
Okay, I'll wait.
Ranfern will untie him,
Oh, okay, here we go. You're untied.
and he'll put his hand out and be like, "Hello, I am Ranfern, but my friends call me Farron, so call me Farron."
Thank you, Farron. Finally, a reasonable one. And I stand up. I'm 6 foot tall. Many lacerations from the spiders, but otherwise strong. Probably towering over some of the folks here. Give the hobgoblin a nasty look.
He returns in kind. One thing I will point out, as you're on top of this tower, you get actually a pretty good view of the swamp. and you notice a couple of interesting things. You notice over here. Did I drag you over? I did, yeah. Over here, there's some type of cave system surrounded by mushrooms that you get a good view on. You also see over here some type of obelisk rising from the swamp. And the last thing you notice is over here is a patch of. It's almost like a small hill inside the swamp. And it kind of raises above the level of the mangroves around you. And that's what you notice.
Huh.
And you do remember Morgred saying, probably Bolbara was taken captured by the Dwendalian soldiers and taken to Fort Venture, but there's a chance she could have got caught up in some type of other nonsense as well. So just keep that in mind.
We have 4 landmarkers. Which one do we want to go to?
The closest one.
Well, uh, Buck? Buck, which way did you come from?
My head is foggy and I can't remember much, but I searched out over the horizon with my instincts, trying to piece together, maybe sort of see some of my tracks or see something that would give me recollection. Do I see anything that gives me any clue where I came from?
Well, here's your options. I mean, I know we said this was got you in here just in time. Not much chance to talk about your backstory. But where you are in the world is here. If you think you did in fact come from the Dwendalian Empire, then you would have crossed through like one of these areas to get into this land. And maybe as a ranger you decided to leave the familiar parts of the Dwendalian Empire and come over here to the Jorhassian region and search the swamps. I mean, there are humans on this side of the divide as well, but they're very much a minority, and you get the impression, if nothing else, Morgred really doesn't like you basically because you're a human. So I'll let you decide.
Okay. Well, I know where I came from. I begrudgingly sort of huff and say, yeah, I came from that way. I point toward the west.
Dwendalian, I knew it.
Look, if you want to get back to safety, I know the way to safety there. I don't imagine folks like you would want to be going the direction I came from. But if you want safety, I do know how to get us out of here.
Uh,
I suggest we explore here further. That's why I came here.
okay, you know what? We're not really looking to, like, head back. We're actually looking for saving somebody who, I guess, got a little bit, like, I guess, kidnapped, I guess is the word that you would use for it.
Yeah, who is that?
Um, you know, I was really distracted with how much food they had at the party. I didn't really pay attention. It was,
Bolbara.
okay, I was gonna say bald goblin, but that wasn't right. Okay. Bolbara? Are they a goblin? Or where am I getting goblin from? What are they? Sorry, Mogred?
Oh,
Almost called a hobgoblin that we're just calling people by what they are. That's kind of rude.
for the love of gods, look. Albara is a goblin.
Oh, they are! Okay, I was right.
You were right. I guess Soothsayer would adequately describe her. I mean, she often came to this swamp, prayed to whatever patron or god she was involved with, and brought back these prophecies and glimpses into the future back to Lord Buffle. Oops. Brought them back to Lord Buffle II back in Urizen, and he'd use that to make his decisions. So, trusted advisor, Bolbara, the goblin soothsayer, is missing. Unless we bring her back, Lord Buffle's going to have problem, which is why he's going to reward you quite handsomely.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. He seemed a little rather confused without his I'm assuming without his goblin with him. Okay. So I don't know about you folks, but I can see some mushrooms, I can see a big rock, and I can see a patch of something out in the distance. Did we want to try to go in one of those directions? Or I don't Buck, Ranger Man. Suggestions?
Yeah, I stare closely at the mushrooms and the patch of rock. I'm trying to gain sense of where I think the orc might be. Do I see any clues?
You mean the goblin?
The goblin, pardon.
Yeah.
Sorry,
There's one other piece of
Olvara.
information I forgot to mention. Over here is a place called Fort Venture. Now, we don't know how they did it. We don't know why they did it, but it's very much a fortification from the Dwendalian Empire. Somehow they got across the Broken Vale cliffs and set up an outpost here. I mean, the suspicion is that Balbara has been kidnapped and taken to Fort Venture. Well, the hope, I guess. She might just be plain old dead. This might be a wasted mission. But maybe she got in trouble during the mushrooms. Maybe she got in trouble at this rock thing. Maybe she headed Heroncon into trouble. So, it's a bit of a dilemma, to be honest. Helping her quickly as can is good, but on the other hand, we need to take our time and search areas where she could possibly be as well. Guess I'll leave those decisions up to you.
I point to the mushroom patch. I say, "That yonder mushroom patch. I sense we should go there first. Uh, the mushrooms may provide sustenance and nutrients, and I could get us there in a short half day's march."
I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. I've never had mushrooms give me a bad trip.
Oh my.
Nice.
Ha ha! Ha! Very good.
I can tell the good ones from the good psychedelics from the bad ones. So that's another skill I have. In case you're
I
wondering,
didn't know.
it's not on my skill sheet though. But
Add that to your sheet.
Oh, did we ever check out that ring that was on that dead dude that you
Oh.
mentioned?
No, we didn't. Also, by the way, does somebody else want this T-shirt? I realized that the one that I'm wearing right now is better.
Is it Elven Chain? Varian, can you wear it?
I think anyone can wear it.
I mean, would it help you?
I mean, my AC is 15, so
I mean, it's
Kind of what it does again.
just
think
a
the-
+1 bonus to AC while you wear this armor.
And it's a chain shirt to start with, so think of it as +1 chain, even though it's technically not magical.
is it like a chain shirt, not like a, because I've got chain mail on, and it really just makes my AC, and by that I mean it makes my armor look a little bit shittier than what it was before. Effectively, it makes me a 17 instead of an 18, so I don't need it.
Okay.
I mean, I can wear it. I don't care for that. I can wear it, but I mean, I don't use armor much. I mean, I'm gonna be a fox for much of the time. But if nobody else wants it, I can wear it. It help when I'm in a uniform.
Yeah, like it only gives me a +1, so I don't need it.
+1 helps you, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't
You
really
get
need
more,
it though.
you'll get hit more than I would. I mean, I'm not. If I get hit, I messed up. Kind of like
Well,
before.
I'm in
If
the
you
back. I'm a bow person.
Ray, if you get hit, you're dead. I think probably better if
Yeah,
you
pretty
wear it.
much.
Like, if
Alright,
it
that
even
works.
gives you a +1, that's better than nothing. But
All right. Okay. I mean, it only works if I'm not in the fox form though, and I won't have them very often.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
Got it. We have what later wants it, and off that +1 though, as far as the stats go, huh?
Yeah. There is on this dead drow. There's also a long sword. It's a little bit rusty, but would work just as well. And since you asked, Farron, the ring is slightly tarnished. Expect it's not magical, but you might be able to get a few coins for it. Hold it at the right places.
Nah, it's probably like a wedding ring or something. He can keep it. I might feel bad taking that.
Okay.
Right, does anybody need a sword? Do you need a sword? Buck's got 2. I don't think he's need any more. Or do you?
I just look in disgust.
Okay,
Gotta
well, I'll
my
take that as a
sword.
no.
These are all wrong.
Yeah, I don't need a sword.
Okay, well, I guess he can keep it then.
Morgred plucks the ring off the body and puts it in his pocket.
He would.
I mean, we're kind of at an all for grabs thing. I mean, if he really wants it, he can have it.
Well, I think someone said, no use on a dead person, no use to him.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It's the rules.
Oh.
Them's the rules. I put them there. Yeah.
Taking it.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Well, let's get out of this fucking tower. Unless we want more spiders, or if we're looking more spiders. I don't really want to.
No, thank you.
So before we leave though, the poison's interesting. I want to like to study it, and Farron, do you mind getting some for me?
I could try.
Weapon or from what?
No, the poison. The poison.
The poison. Oh.
I can try.
Oh. That'd be pretty neat if you could make like a little jippy poison for your arrows, though, Ranfarron.
Yeah, yeah.
That was pretty
can-
horrifying, I gotta say. I could see sort of. And yeah, I think my mind just kind of blotted out the fact that my friend just broke my ribs, but it was pretty fine otherwise.
Nobody broke my ribs. They did that. I saw it
They
happen.
did okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess I'll try to extract some venom.
Okay, make
Let's
me a
go.
survival check, please.
Oh boy. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
You completely rupture the venom sac, and a little bit gets into your open wounds, and you take 5 points of damage.
Open wounds. Well, that's what I get for saying earlier that I didn't get hit.
That was. Oh my god.
Half my
Almost
health.
dead.
I know.
Level 1, baby.
Not now. I know.
Yeah, you get your own venom, Ray.
Okay, next time.
Well, I don't really trust you to grab your own.
Ray, stay away from it. He knows better. Or Ray knows better.
I mean, I could try my hand at it really quickly if you'd like.
Or the ranger looks like somebody who's good at gutting things.
Yeah, actually, Buck, since we're friends now, also, by the way, my name is Sansonite, nice to meet you. Since we're friends now, could you please harvest some of the spider poison?
It's the spider poison. Could do that in my sleep. Sure. Yes, I will harvest the spider poison.
Okay, same
Do that
deal with
stuff all
you,
the
Buck.
time.
Yep, survival check, please.
Survival.
Yep, in his sleep.
All right.
Anyone else want some spider poison?
I want to try to study it later.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, I think
I'll
Renfarron's
also give
got
you
enough.
spider testicles if you want. Anything else?
Do they have those? I don't.
Yeah. Spiders have 3 parts, maybe an abdomen.
You do point out something you would know, Sam, that if this venom that you successfully harvested, it could be applied to a weapon. and would be a one-time deal though. Like, yeah. So you could coat
Like
a
on an
weapon next
arrow.
time, or an arrow. Yep.
Yeah. Well, uh, I think maybe while I'm at it, I coat one of my arrows with it, and I show them how to do that.
Cool.
Are you grabbing some more too as well?
Is enough for 3 with a 26 is enough for 3 doses. So you could coat 3 weapons, like 3 swords, 2 swords, an arrow,
Oh.
type of combination.
So I'm an awkward guy, Sam. But here, I'll prove it to you guys. I take one for one of my arrows, and then I say, anyone want me to coat one of your weapons for you? I don't think you'd trust you to touch that yourselves, but I could help you coat that for you if you want.
Well, I know Ray wants to take a look. I don't think he really has a weapon that he can put it on, but I think he just wants to take a look. You can put it on my weapon if you'd like.
What is
just,
your weapon?
I've got a sword.
Okay, yeah. I happily, do my thing and put some venom on the sword. Hand it back.
Right, now I'm gonna try really hard not to hit myself with this, and I'm gonna put it back in its sheath. Right, it won't wreck the sheath, will it, now that I'm thinking about it?
No, I just put it on the very tip, but there's a little open spot in your hilt that should be not touching it.
Okay, well, I'll put it away just in case. So yeah, I'll do that. And then there should be, yeah, you have one, I have one, and Ray
But you can
has
carry
one
mine.
particular. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'll do that for you. So yeah, I'll carry the one for Ray. He's right now a fox, so kind of hard for him to like hold things in his little fox hands.
Alright, shall we get going? Anything else of value
Onward.
up here? Onwards, alright. Now that
Yep.
we have our bestest of friend here, Mr. Buck, need to make the decision like we did before. We need someone to take the lead on navigating us through this swamp. Just a reminder, time is of the essence, so feel free to rush through the swamp. Take your time, or we'll just proceed as normally.
I think unfortunately our normal is really just running really fast through the swamp. It seems to be working for us so far. I mean, we saved Buck.
So you guys are a motley crew. Why are you running so fast? What are you? Is this because this person's in danger?
Yes. But first we must, I guess we're gonna go take a look at some mushrooms. So,
Yeah, I thought we were going to find some mushrooms for a few days,
Yeah,
but clearly
well,
you're in a bit of a hurry. You still want to
yeah.
go to the mushrooms, or?
Yeah. I don't know
Okay.
why that's kind of weird. I mean, they might have gone through there, right? Yes, definitely. Because we haven't seen any tracks over here. So logically, in order for them to have gotten there, they had to have come from somewhere. So
Okay. Well, I'll pull you. I'll pull you at a double paced march. Tell me to slow down if it's too fast for you.
that's all right. I'm carrying most of our slow friends, so
Okay,
Got it.
so you're allowing Buck to take the lead. So you can't get any assistance with this, Buck, so there's no advantage with help. So I just need you to make me a straight survival check.
Okay.
We believe in you.
I don't know how to turn off advantage, so I'm just gonna hit this, and you can.
Okay.
Because it's adding me I get a D4. So the base is. The base would have been 13, and then my modifiers.
So that would be
Put up.
14? No, 13 plus 5, 18.
The dice at 13, and then my and then I would have had a +1 for. I would have had a +3 for.
let's have a look at your character sheet. Just a sec.
So it's a +5. So the wisdom's +3, and then I have some abilities related to my class that +2, and then there's an extra D4 that we're not counting.
Okay, so you're proficient
Fair
in
enough.
survival, is what it is. I see that on your sheet.
Yep.
And you're right. Yeah, so it's a 13 plus 5. Yeah, I'm not sure why the D4 is coming through there. So it's a 13 plus 5, so 18. Okay. Can you roll me a D6, please? Two. Okay. So you start confidently going through this, striding through rather quickly as everybody's scrambling to take struggling just to keep up with you, and you're bouncing through. I said sometimes the swamp comes almost up to chest level, other bits of dry ground, but you're making good progress. You're rushing, maybe almost. Oh, is that a thing? That should have happened. You can roll a d4. Oh, okay. So it
I've
is in
seen that on
fact.
his character sheet.
So it is in fact 19. That explains the d4. Okay, cool. Okay. So confidently striding through the swamp, you lead this newfound group with you, and you stop, get to a clearing around, and realize, shit, you're heading in completely the wrong direction. Wasted a good couple of hours heading in back. You sure you know where you're going there, sunshine?
Oh yeah, this is the short route. We're on a shortcut. Don't worry about it. I just confidently pretend I know what's going on. Again.
Maybe, if I could be so bold, maybe slow down a bit there, sunshine. You're rushing
Okay.
it.
Okay, we'll slow down. Give me a second here. I'll look around and we'll keep on going.
Okay.
So I
Another
slow
s-
down to like less before smart, just a normal
Sure.
normal pace.
Yep, make me
And
another survival check. This roll should be exactly right, because the d4 counts. 11. Roll me another d6. Uh, um, yeah, you get even further off course. End up over here.
Well, I think this is promising. It's we haven't been through here before.
Yeah, maybe someone else should take lead on the navigation here. Unless you want to give it one more chance, Buck.
He's doing great. You can do it. Probably. Come on.
I can do this. I I know swamps. Like I knew my mother. I'm gonna try again.
Like you knew your mother?
About to ask a
Figure
question if
that
it
out.
goes badly.
It's a weird one, but I'm gonna try again.
Okay. Oh,
There you go.
much better.
Thank
So you
Lord.
realize your mistakes and you get the party completely back on track. You notice the tower. You get your bearings, and you make good progress towards the swamp. Just towards this area of mushrooms. Unfortunately, actually, one other thing we just need to do. Roll me a. We'll pick on the new guy. Roll me a d20, Buck. There's our 15. Excellent.
15 was the one.
Yeah, okay, great. And now roll me a d12. 11. Okay. So, oops. Buck, as you take the lead and lead these people through the swamp, who's on Sansone?
Reyes for sure.
So is Fog.
Okay. And Ranfarin just following along as his march.
He's in the back.
Okay. Let me check something. Checking
Hopefully it's not
yours.
them gators attacking again. I'll cry.
It's not gators.
I am delicious looking though, so I don't blame them.
Okay, as you're passing through the swamp, now keep in mind, this is difficult terrain for everybody except March. Keep that in mind. This is difficult terrain, half move. Very good, Ray.